Hello, everybody. It is.
Bone Tog.
I am joined by my dear friend, Mr. Storm Song. Say hello, Storm Song.
Hello, Storm Song.
Good job, Storm Song. You get a gold star.
Yay!
Rail will be joining us later. I believe he is inserting food into his food hole. So hopefully he is enjoying that. Uh, where were we? Okay, so we had done some stuff and some other like stuff and some related stuff.
The Salt Ghost and the Miasma.
Oh yeah. That thing. The mission I had never done before.
Yes.
So I have done more running around and unlocking of things and finding of things. All, of course, no plot at all. It's just random locations and blah, blah, blah. So there are
Yes.
many missions available to us. Oh, another thing I did that was kind of cool. Remember how he gave us the armor specs for the armor that old Witcher was wearing?
Yes.
Check out what Geralt's wearing now.
Woo! Who'd you have build that?
Uh, it was journeyman level armor, so any journeyman level armor smith could do it, which was great.
Excellent.
So, all right. I mean, we can go do random stuff. Actually, we could run and do a bunch of the. I don't care. You can kind of pick. Do you want to do more main quest stuff? Do you want to do more side quest stuff? What strikes your fancy?
Let's do more side quest until Rail gets back.
Okay. We will do some Witcher contracts. And I have the music on this almost, or the sound on this turned way the hell down. So let me boost that up.
Yeah.
There we go. That's better. Okay. So how's your day been?
Oh, mostly good. I kind of gave myself a stomach ache because we had our kind of celebration lunch for me getting the job, and we went to get sushi, and I didn't realize how big some of the rolls at that joint were, and it's one of those like uh, if you they'll charge you for uneaten food.
Oh, it's one of those kinds of places. I see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and so it's like uh, I was like, bleh. But no, it was all very good. It's just like by the end, I'm like, no more sushi. What have I done to myself?
That's one of those good it's one of
Hear
those
about the
good
White Lady.
hurts so good kind of things.
As I hoped.
Yes.
I notice it's been hanging so long, Sun's near bleached it blank.
Managed to decipher it somehow, but I need more information.
Ask away. Afraid to go out in the fields anyway for fear of ending up like Mikko and his band.
Mikko and his band. Who are they?
4 lads, drunkards and good for nothings all. They drained a few pints and decided they'd all plough the White Lady. Maybe then she'll go off.
Romantics.
Wow.
White
Whoops.
Ladies spurned their advances. They still lie in the field. Folk are afeard to bury 'em.
Yep.
So the White Lady haunts your fields?
True. Just past the hut near the old tower. Folk say she's made her home there. So, will you save us from her?
Sure.
Yeah, I'll take care of it. Using more effective means than brave Mikko.
Wow. The joy of idiot.
Yes. There are a few spots in this game that just absolutely, utterly destroy me with how funny they are. But unfortunately, the funniest one that I can think of is not really towards more it's not more towards the end of the game. So, looks like something bad happened here.
Uh-oh.
Whatever he saw just before he died gave him quite a scare.
Yeah. Oh, look down there. Oh, those are deer. Never mind.
Pale skin, but no blood loss. This is no vampire. Bodies dried to a crisp. Signs of burns. Noonwraith did this.
Another
Expected to see
Noonwraith.
4 bodies.
Oh, look.
Hard-headed men.
There's the pile of PBR.
Oh no. They died
Uneven
as they
tracks.
lived,
Someone fled
with
blindly
little to no
in a panic.
taste.
Yeah. What is the mountain equivalent of ooh, what's this?
Dried blood. Really old. The singeing, on the other hand, is fresh. Unnatural. Medallion vibrates near it.
So, what's the Rocky Mountain equivalent of PBR? Is there?
Oh, we have PBR. We have PBR.
Okay. My understanding was the shit beer
tower.
is quite a regional thing. So.
PBR isn't a shit beer for us. It's just kind of a underwhelming beer.
Blood trail leads to the cellar.
The thing, okay, so, and this may speak to a lack of, like, true refinement on my part, but, the Colorado is overwhelmed with microbreweries, so, like, in its own weird way, the shit beer is the overabundance of, homebrewed drinks.
Interesting. Also, you are an absolute philistine.
Dragged the body downstairs.
Yes, I
It
am.
wasn't their kill. Skin's unnaturally pale. Cracked.
Now that said, Pabst is definitely like the cheap beer.
Moonwraith. She's avoiding me. Gotta find
It's the cheap
something
way to
that
fuck
will
up kind of
her.
beer.
She'll
Yeah.
have to show then.
It's either that or malt liquor.
Get you a good old 40.
Yes.
I'm sorry, 40. That's the correct pronunciation.
Greetings, Witcher.
Seems your white lady's a Noonwraith.
That means gods, poor Lucy.
Lucy. She was gonna marry, right?
Yeah. Her parents swore her to a smith from the city. Well-to-do, sure, but older and more brittle than elven ruins. Lucy ran from the altar out into the fields, where she slashed her veins. Used the silver dagger she'd gotten for the betrothal. Wait, let me show you.
That's pretty dark.
Well then.
Yeah.
Lucy's parents couldn't bear to sell it, bury it even. They left it in my care.
I want to send her away, but I've got to bring her close, lure her first. I need an object that belonged to her. Dagger would be perfect.
Take it, but kill Lucy. Promise me. She shouldn't suffer no more.
That's the goal. Bzzzt.
Interesting.
Alright, let's see.
So yeah, this is I'm beginning to notice a strong theme here of, in tandem with what you said about redemption, that the beasties in this game are often defined by like regrets.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Noonwraiths never come out after dusk.
Let's see if 9 a.m. is enough. Yeah, there's... Yeah.
A raility rail.
In today's episode, the part of Rail will be played by Rail.
Hello.
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 Happy storm noises intensify.
Let's dance.
Let's dance, Rail. We come to do the karaoke. It's not a something or a polka.
Apply the boogie woogie directly to the face.
Actually, well, I mean, yeah. Apply silver.
If I'm correct, boogie woogie is actually an anime technique.
A what?
One sec, Googling.
Oh, God. I cannot escape my weeb education, can I?
Nope. So boogie woogie is the technique of Ai Todo from Jujutsu Kaisen. And what it is by clapping his hands together, he swaps the positions of two things.
Problem solved. You can go back to your fields.
I see.
Thank you.
He notably does not actually have to clap his hands, he just has to clap something. And it's described as being extremely simple and efficient, but really effective because he gets creative with it.
I see. Let's do this one. Also, the quest that I never knew existed that we did last time, the Miasma one. You remember the old Witcher's armor? Check out what Geralt's wearing.
Oh, nice. You went and got it. Is it any good?
Did not know that was an option, but hey.
And now you know. Knowing's half the battle.
Turns out it's pretty damn good armor.
To where it's the one, like, when I see him in fan art, it's usually the one I see him in.
The
Keyword there is
You
fan
see
art,
him in
not
the
a...
normal wolf armor. This is the ancient wolf armor. There's distinct differences, but it's very close.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, is I've always noticed, like, why is there this strange difference in a lot of the fan art I keep finding from the actual official art?
So the in-game stuff we're gonna go for is the Grandmaster Wolven armor, which is pretty damn badass. So,
Yes.
all right, we're gonna go punch some people. I feel like throwing hands, so let's throw some hands here.
I'm ready.
Look who we have here!
Today's dinner is very simple. Kiwi's having shrimp scampi with mushrooms. I'm having pan-grilled chicken with buttered noodles with parmesan.
Now I'm hungry.
I try.
Thank you. It's appreciated.
Let's start.
Yes.
I will convince you to take care of yourself one of these days.
Who, me? Or Storm?
The answer is
Yes.
essentially yes.
Suck on that. Why does he get to wear chest plate armor and I'm like half naked?
Fight! Let it be known
Because you're the challenger.
that the Witcher has defeated the Sergeant and become champion of all Velen.
Also, you don't know him. For all you know, that chest plate is permanently welded into his chest in a freak accident.
In this case, actually somehow very likely.
Way to judge a man for his disability.
It's
That's the best thing I've heard all day.
Oh, that's fucking terrible. Oh, this will be a good one. This is another pretty dark quest.
Oh, I just remembered something. Earlier today, I thought of something even more cursed than uwu.
Oh God.
Oh. What have you done?
That's real poggers, brah.
Oh no.
Yeah, I guess you are my little pog champ.
Oh God.
Little poggers.
Rail. No. Rail.
Rail.
Save it for the Pog Arena. I love it how Mike couldn't even keep a straight face when he said that.
I do not know this Pog Arena
It
that you
was
speak of.
Star Trek. It was one of the Star Trek episodes.
After.
Yeah, I haven't gotten through watching those yet. Or listening. You know what I mean.
How dare! Now with 300% additional health. Bastard. Okay, so
Cuts. Shallow, but each hit an artery. Blade pierced internal organs. Cuts. Shallow.
No, that's not what
but
I'm looking
each hit
at.
an artery. Bolt snapped in half.
So everybody's dead.
Also-
Blood.
You lads forgot to reset the
Makes me
title, but I
something.
fixed it. You're welcome.
Oh, thank you.
No! I'm sorry.
Gall, Earthball, and Wolfsbane. A potion pitchfork. Dangerous weapon at close quarters. Arm severed above the elbow with one blow. Imperial mustache, plump cheeks. Important man.
Oh yeah.
Cause of death.
Speaking of that
Stab
boogie
wound.
woogie technique, the
Blade
clapping to
between
tell
ribs,
to
straight
swap
to the
two
heart.
objects. One of the dick moves he does is he
Something.
repeatedly claps in a pattern and then
17,
claps but doesn't activate the
ripped off someone.
technique.
Something odd about this. Might
So
find
basically, just to kind of scare people.
Yeah, it spooks people, or it just sets them up to where they think, oh, a clap is incoming. I'm about to block the attack because it's going to come from over here. But no, it was a ploy.
Necrophages tore the body apart. Can't say what killed him though.
So it doesn't really seem like a
Sword
monster
wounds.
killed everybody here.
People
More
can
like
be
the
monsters.
stabby
Fire still
stabby.
burning. This happened recently.
So, murder.
Somebody's well off. Especially dead. Chopped off with a sharp knife. Well. Somebody beat me to it.
So the contract was for Alessian. And Alessian's dead, but so are all the villagers.
Died without a fight. Butchered.
Oh.
Sir.
Not good.
Damn ghouls.
Gut sliced open. Probably died defending its owner. First cut severed the aorta. Second hit the femoral artery. He died quickly. Didn't put up a fight.
Hey, wait!
Damn it.
So
A doll. And a child's footprints.
we have a survivor.
Gotcha.
Don't worry. I'm not going to hurt you. Calm down. Just want to talk to you.
Leave me be! Killer! Murderer!
Wait, is that the same little girl?
No.
Same as him!
Okay.
Same as.
Same as him! The bad man who killed everyone!
Did
So
he have
Witcher
two swords
did some
on his
killing.
back?
Yep.
Not telling you nothing! Go away!
We'll do this one.
This
Yeah, I
doll-
suppose he could just, like, make her tell him things, but
Yeah.
she's clearly panicked.
Yeah.
pretty.
Give him to me, please.
So now my brain is on a
Scout
Jujutsu
Master
Kaisen run,
Freckleface beat
and
my shop on the path.
so
Here,
it's got a lot of interesting battle technique stuff.
now.
And
If you could
one of
tell me
them
what happened
is
here,
that
need to
there's
know.
a thing called binding vows, where by putting a restriction on yourself, you make your abilities stronger, right? One of the most common one is a binding vow called revealing one's hand, where that just everybody uses because it's real easy. By divulging the basics of how your ability works, you increase the effectiveness of it, and you can also mislead people on the exact details of what you can do with it.
And he cursed. And then he went to the barn
This is a flat recommendation. If you haven't watched /read it, go watch /read Jujutsu Kaisen. It's real good.
Shh. Think I know the rest.
Let me go.
Geralt's a big softy.
And then he went that way, towards the circle where we leave gifts for the gods. I hid in the barn. Found this lying in the hay.
School of the Cat. Thanks. You've been a big help. What'll you do? Got any family around here?
Me auntie lives in Overton.
I'll take you to her. But first I gotta see to this bad man. Stay put and keep quiet. Understood?
So, a little bit of
Good
background.
kid.
Obviously,
Went off towards the circle. That'd be the place to start.
the school, so there's different schools, Witcher schools, like the wolf, the bear, the cat. Apparently the cat guys are kind of renowned for being kind of wild, uncontrollable
The
assholes.
stone circle.
Weren't they
They're
one of the ones
berserkers.
who did all the assassinations in The Witcher 2?
In blood. Had his hand
I
on his
didn't
wound.
think Letho
Slipped
was the
and leaned on
cat.
his hand to catch his balance.
I could be wrong though.
Footprints. Barely visible. Must be him.
No, Letho is School of the Viper.
Okay. I really don't like that sound.
You don't want the poor puppers.
No, but they are trying to eat my face off.
Still fresh.
Well, yeah, there is a time for compassion and a time for fucking survive.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. I have to answer a phone call here.
All right, I'm going to wait for you to be done then, so go ahead. I could really go for some shrimp scampi right now, you know that?
Is that so?
Yes.
Unfortunately for you, I am in possession of the shrimp scampi.
Yeah.
Or more specifically, kiwi, but still.
I mean, you guys have all the scampi, you've got the Oreos. It's like Icon has.
I'm actually currently out of Oreos. I still have Chips Ahoy, though.
I will fetch you some from the grocery store. Normal Chips Ahoy or soft batch?
Normal Chips Ahoy.
Okay.
Chewy Chips Ahoy are a sometimes. Normal Chips Ahoy are a good. I need something sweet to end my day on.
Soft batch, they screwed up the recipe on that. I want to say like a decade ago they changed something in there, and it's not entirely the same.
I returned.
That is
Sorry
fair.
about that.
Okay, so we're following the trail, and we come over here, and where the hell? Oh, here we go.
A fellow Witcher. Well, small world.
lost something.
Come all that way to give me my medallion? Thanks. Craft Solidarity's alive and well.
But our craft's reputation is on its last legs. Folk won't easily forget that massacre.
Occupational hazard. Could have happened to any one of us. Well, what are you still doing here?
I want to chat first, and we'll see.
Take a seat.
I'll stand. Now talk. Honorton, what happened?
Come on. You know what happened. Know what they wanted to pay me for the lesson? Go on, guess.
Not in the mood for guessing games.
I knew you were no fun the minute I saw you. 12. Understand, pal? 12 fucking crowns. Barely covers my potion ingredients.
What had you agreed to?
That several times over. But when it came time to pay up, you know the routine. Oh, good sir, me young'uns are starving. There's a war on. Gods have mercy. Show some pity.
Rings a bell, but that's no reason to kill.
I'm not finished. I told them I wouldn't show pity. And if I didn't see gold, they'd wish they had the lesson back. They got these grim looks. Then the alderman spoke. Come now, Master Witcher. Me and the lads, we hid some gold in the barn, so's the Baron's men wouldn't take it. Come, you'll get your coin right quick. I fell for it, like a fool. One of them chattered on while another jabbed me in the back with a pitchfork.
So you decided to massacre the whole village?
What would you have done? Gone to the local magistrate and file a complaint? I admit, I lost my temper. Lost it bad.
Yeah.
I'm used to shit bounties, to the cheating, to them begging me for help and then spitting as I pass. But murder me? Just to save a few crowns? I'm supposed to protect Horsens like that? So I drew steel. I didn't sheath it till the ground was slick with blood.
The girl. Why'd you spare her?
'Cause... it doesn't matter.
Wouldn't have asked if it didn't. Talk.
Reminded me of my sister. How I remember her. Just before they took me away to the School of the Cat.
How is she now?
Died about 10 years ago. Of old age.
8.
Well, we've had our little heart-to-heart. Witcher to Witcher. What now?
Which one, Storm?
Based on everything, because we don't really know, I'm inclined to say not my job to judge you, but at the same time, it could well happen again.
So
It'd be consistent with us killing 4 men to save 1. But
So one piece of information that I forget where you find it in game, but you do eventually find it. There's a suggestion that this is not the first time he's done something like that.
yeah. Well, knowing that, if we have that information, then I would say number 1.
A lot of innocents died in that village.
Yeah, they did. My fucking bad. Got carried away.
Not the first time either, right?
Wanna kill me, Wolf? Fine. Draw your blade. Don't force me to confess.
Dicht jezelf toeveegt.
Wow. So that chat. What the hell was the point?
I give folk a chance to defend themselves, unlike you.
Awful chivalrous. A regular defender of the downtrodden. So mind if I have a dose of swallow? Come on, I'm injured. Believe in the odds a bit.
Fuck you.
From
Die.
what I saw, uneven odds are what you like.
Yeah, but only when they're in my favor.
Sorry, not this time. Draw your sword.
Interesting. He is, in fact, kind of genuinely cat-like.
He is an absolute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The soil lie light upon you.
Yeah.
Should
You're a
get back
piece
to
of
the
crap.
kid before something else sniffs her out.
So again, the School of the Cat tend to be crazy ass dickbags and absolutely unremorseful, murdered an entire village. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's bad, but yeah, no.
Yeah, no. I think I agree with the... Based on the additional information, I believe that is, in fact, the right course
Yeah.
of auction.
He does more harm than he does good. And gives a bad name to witchers everywhere.
Thought you'd not return. That he'd hurt you too.
I'm fine. And he won't hurt anyone ever again.
So you'll take me to my aunt?
So,
It's awful here.
Yep. Let's
Sure
go.
thing,
I-
sweetie. Let's go.
was watching videos today on
Think we could ride in the
ranking
shed.
Disney movies, amongst other different animation studios, but Disney's the one on my brain. What do you lads
So long
think
as you promise not
is
to
the
pull my
best
hair.
Disney movie? And separately, what is your
No,
favorite
Obama.
Disney movie? And I will lead this off that The Emperor's New Groove is my favorite Disney movie. Surprise, surprise. And I think the best Disney movie, like objectively, is Beauty and the Beast.
Millie, what are you
Mhm.
doing here, you naughty girl?
Emperor's New Groove is definitely fun.
Back in the village.
For me, it's either Beauty and the Beast or The Lion King.
I'll explain.
Mm,
You want to only play a bit, all right?
I'd have to think about this.
There was a massacre in Honorton. No survivors. Well, except her.
Gods, what happened? A bandit attack?
No, another Witcher did it. Villagers provoked him.
They speak true of you lot. Heartless and cruel, murderers all.
Not all. He's received the ultimate punishment. Enough said.
What of it? Ye think that settles things? That folk will forget?
No, they won't forget. They'll continue to fear us, hate us. I've grown accustomed. Doesn't matter. Didn't come here to make peace. You'll look after her?
Truth be told, you'd do better to take her with you.
What? You call me a murderer and want to entrust a child to me?
Ye shan't lead her around with an empty belly. There's that. Got 4 of me own grandkids. Used to be 6, but we buried 2 last winter. Hard to live off naught but bark soup.
Take this. Use it for food, and only food. If I come back and see you drinking.
So much. The gods reward ye, Master Witcher, 1,000 blessings.
This game can be quite harsh,
Yep.
which is really in its credit, but still it's like
Witcher's lot in life.
harsh.
Yep.
Always on the road, on the path.
Will you come back and see me sometime?
Hope so. Take care, kid.
Millie, come, child. We'll buy a bit of flour. Your aunt'll whip up some pancakes. Sound good to ye?
Yeah. That's one of the dark ones. But yeah, I kill him every single time. He's a, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, this is,
No, yeah.
this one's kind of a funny one. We can go do this one. Very interesting ruins.
The old god demanded 6 circlings. You didn't bring but a single scurvy run. No wonder he cursed us. We're doomed.
You's the one brought soured wine. Curse is your fault as much as mine.
What are
Sure, I
you
like
doing?
the sound of that conversation.
The sun flying from the moon? We're making offerings to the All God, clearly.
You too can seek his aid. That's if you got fitting offerings. He scorned ours, then cursed the old village.
The All God, you call him. First I've heard. Is some new deity?
Nay, 'tis ancient, revered by our forefathers. They say it were like this. Roslav of Oriton came here to gather brushwood. Suddenly, for no reason, a bush burst into flame. Then, Roslav heard a voice from the ground, demanding offerings and obedience.
We've been coming here since then, bearing gifts, in exchange for which the All God watches over us, keeps us from evil.
Plain to see that. So, what's wrong with your offerings?
You needn't mock us. You can see right well we brought scraps. Before the war, I wouldn't give this such to me hounds. But what can we do? Such are the times.
And they're like to get worse. All God said if he don't get a rafter of bacon and a barrel of beer at least, the rivers will fill up with frogs and locusts or some such will devour the harvest.
Get the feeling that this is a long-living creature of some kind.
Got a feeling we'd come to an understanding.
Well, I suppose it can't hurt to try. To speak with him, you have to stand before the altar and cry out, All God, help the poor wretch in need. Who knows, he might just listen to a foreigner.
Okie dokie. So, where...
An illusion.
Oh.
Oh, All God, help a poor wretch in need. Pretty please.
How dare you disturb my divine rest, mortal?
I dare disturb it because I want your divine self to lift the, curse you cast. Those peasants really don't have...
They must bring worthy offerings or they shall face drought, driving hail, earthquakes, avalanches. I have spoken.
Avalanches? Here? How would that work? No answer from the All God. Fine. We can finish our conversation when I find him. Voice came from underground. Wine. More like vinegar. Someone drank it anyway. Could follow the scent. Nahal in his eye. Ought to use it.
Disappearing rocks. Oh, look at that.
What? Who dares disturb my divine being?
Geralt of Rivia. Pleasure. Expected the All God to be corporeal in form, but never thought he'd be corpulent. Fattened up nicely at those peasants' expense.
Expense? Expense? Not a word about the help I give in return. Blessings, absolutions, enlightened advice. Believe me, these folks need all of it. I'd watch over them still if they fulfilled their end. But lately they offer these pathetic scraps.
That they steal from the mouths of their children, and to make matters worse, you cast a curse on them.
And I'll not lift it till they bring me worthy offerings. I'm to settle for curds and whey? Not a chance. And you can tell them that.
Been in this hole long?
For a century or so. One winter I found shelter here. Built a fire so large the flames leapt through the crack, lit the bushes above. I coughed from the smoke, and suddenly heard a peasant. A voice out of nowhere, he called. A miracle. Thus, I became a god.
Parasite, more like.
Maybe so. But what of Freya and Melitele then, hmm? Demanding prayers and offerings, giving naught in return? I talk at least.
So, Storm.
There ain't no God but King Jesus.
Which one?
Settle for humble offerings.
Listen here, lord-ass. You're gonna be satisfied with what you get, or I'll feed you to the ravens.
Plowing reformers. No, fine, more modesty. But just till the end of the war, not one day longer.
Okay. Let him live. Interesting.
Because again, thievery is not the same as murder. Well, in this time period, it kind of could be.
Yeah. So now here comes another interesting.
Talk to your old god, face to face.
And will he show us mercy?
He will. Promise to be pleased with whatever you bring.
I told you. I told you the All God's merciful, understanding. Thanks, Witcher.
So we can tell them there's something below, or we can just let them be.
Tell them there's something below, I think. Let them make the decision.
One last thing. Did you know there's a crypt beneath this hill? I want to take a look sometime. Architecture's fascinating.
So that being is called a Sylvan.
Okay, yeah. I at least know other things versions of that.
I always thought Sylvans were kind of skinny, like almost elf-like creatures as opposed to mega fat asses.
Well, always bearing in mind that Tolkien's elves were based off of Prost's Christianization interpretation of elves, as opposed to pre-Christianization where they're a little closer to, like, Japanese Oni. Which means they could be beautiful or they could be ugly as sin.
Giant pain in the butt. Alright, there was another quest I started on accident called the Byways Murders. But I need to go back and talk to the quest giver. I hope I didn't screw this up.
Three to one, you probably did, but, you know, I still love you.
There he is. So he's another MILF guardian. There he is.
Here to guard the MILFs.
Yes.
What brings you here?
Saw your notice. Can anyone tell me about the monster?
I can. The patrol has been lost. Somewhere along the south shore of Lake Windammer. We must know why.
What makes this Witcher's work?
Some brickmakers live south of here. They call their village Byways. Almost empty. Many have run away. They speak of a monster which kills. Redanians do not patrol there. That would be foolish. And robbers do not attack Imperials. That would be even more foolish. This leaves one option. A monster.
Just so happens I've been to Byways. Your patrol went there too.
Yes? What of them?
They're dead. Lots of ghouls there now, drawn by the stench of corpses. Wouldn't advise going there.
We will bury them with honors, as heroes. Your reward, well deserved.
I saw you.
Okay.
So just one of those I accidentally
No,
already did the
there-
quest kind of moments.
No, there's more to it. There's quite a bit more to it. So let's see. Oh, let's work our way down there. So you remember that lady was complaining because the religious statue was knocked over?
Vaguely. I don't recall hard details on that one.
Here's another one.
Destroyed this one too.
Destroyed, more like knocked over. Okay, so that was taken care of. Alright, and then the byway stuff is right here.
Handiwork of ghouls.
Yeah, so there's a few people left in this village, but by and large, it's...
Wasn't a fair fight. Didn't stand a chance.
There's something screwy going on here.
Jaws strong enough to crush armor.
So something killed the soldiers. Oh, I ran into some... First time when I accidentally triggered the quest, I ran into some guys here and they're like, something's fishy. And they're like, no, it's not.
I remember this, yes.
No, you didn't see this. I was playing this by myself.
That I'm remembering something else.
Thrown to the ground with great
The
force.
slut-mongering buttfuck am I remembering?
Scent of blood still strong.
I don't know.
But you're supposed to know. You're my Tard Wrangler. Rail and I do not have responsibility over our actions. You're supposed to know these things.
Well,
Nothing there. Tracks lead to this house. What happened here?
What do you mean? What happened?
You're all still in danger, and only I can help. I'm the only one who can rid you of this threat.
What do I know?
Listen, you. If you don't tell me everything you know, you could all die. Understand? Is that a burden you can live with?
There's tunnels beneath the village.
Tunnels.
Elven ruins. We scavenge them for trinkets, small treasures. Sell them to Novigrad merchants. No one expected anything bad to come of it. We dug through some rubble. Found a chamber. A beast slept inside. We felled the prop so the ceiling would collapse. Didn't bury the monster, though.
What did the monster look like?
'Twere dark down below. Couldn't see.
So how'd it kill the Nilfgaardians?
I ran. Couldn't watch it happen.
Give me the key to the door.
You'd go in.
No. Want to pour wax through its head, tell you your fortune. Now give me the key. So, correct me if I'm wrong. You dug through to the monster's lair, then buried the entrance, but the Nilfgaardians opened it again to look for treasure. Beast killed the Black Ones and returned to its lair. You wanted to bury the corpses, but their stench lured ghouls to the village. Now I'm here. Sound about right?
'Tis as you say. Yes.
I'm going down there. If I'm gone long, run. Barring the door, nailing it shut resolves nothing. There are other ways out of the tunnels. Gotta be.
It's kind of like if you see a bomb technician running, try to keep up.
Yeah. Oh, it was a first sergeant at a sprint outranks a lieutenant who doesn't know what's going on. A bomb technician at a dead sprint outranks everyone.
Planks can be lifted.
Oh, something Exodus was showing me called 77 maxims for maximally effective mercenaries.
Oh, yeah, I actually ran into that the other day. It's from my comic. I don't remember the name of the comic.
Nekimara hibernated here till the villagers woke it.
So basically,
Shoot, now I gotta find it.
It's a big, ugly vampire.
1 for maximally effective mercenaries. Pillage, then burn.
Correct.
Rule 2. A sergeant in motion outranks a lieutenant who doesn't know what's going on.
Number
Rule
3.
An ordnance technician at a dead run outranks everybody.
Number 4. Close air support covers a multitude of sins.
Number 5. Close air support and friendly fire should be easier to tell apart.
Number 6. If violence wasn't your last resort, you would have failed to resort to enough of it.
Number 7. If the food is good enough, the grunts will stop complaining about the incoming fire.
Number 8. Mockery and derision have their place. Usually it's on the far side of the airlock.
Number 9. Never turn your back on an enemy.
Number 10. Sometimes the only way out is through the hull.
Story here. Then we'll be back to 11. Oh, okay, not so much story.
What? Oh, no, he just cut off its head.
Yeah. Okay. Number 11. Everything is airdroppable. Once.
Number 12. A soft answer turneth away wrath. Once wrath is looking the other way, shoot it in the head.
Number 13. Do unto others.
Number 14. Mad science means never stopping to ask what's the worst thing that could happen.
Number 15. Only you can prevent friendly fire.
That is quite true.
Number 16. Your name is in the mouth of others. Be sure it has teeth.
Number 17. The longer everything goes according to plan, the bigger the impending disaster.
I think that's just called Murphy's Law.
It corresponds with it.
Number 18. If the officers are leading from the front, watch out for an attack from the rear.
Found an Ekimara hibernating underground. It was old. Must have been asleep for centuries.
An Ekimara?
Vampire. Won't trouble you again.
Oh.
You cut off its head, drive a stake through its heart.
Did what I had to. Don't go down into those tunnels anymore. Ekimara aren't known to be loners.
We didn't hire you. Still, seems you deserve a...
You bet I do. Pay up.
Number 19.
Farewell.
The world is richer when you turn enemies into friends. That is not the same as you being richer.
Number 20. If you're not willing to shell your own position, you're not willing to win.
Number 21. Give a man a fish, feed him for a day. Take his fish away and tell him he's just lucky to be alive, and he'll figure out how to catch another one for you to take tomorrow.
Decoctions, Ekimara. Is there an Ekimara one? No, there's an Echidna one. Oh, there's the Sylvans. There's the White Lady.
Well, I believe you had number 22.
Shoot, sorry, brain went dead. 22.
Okay.
If you can see the whites of their eyes, somebody's done something wrong.
Number 23. The company mess and friendly fire should be easier to tell apart.
24. Any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from a big gun.
25. If the damage you do is covered by a manufacturer's warranty, you didn't do enough damage. Amend. If the manufacturer's warranty covers the damage you did, you didn't do enough damage.
26. Fire and forget is fine, provided you never actually forget.
Number 27. Don't be afraid to be the first to resort to violence.
Number 28. If the price of collateral damage is high enough, you might be able to get paid for bringing ammunition home with you.
Number 29. The enemy of my enemy is my enemy's enemy, no more, no less.
That's good advice.
Number 30. A little trust goes a long way. The less you use, the further you'll go.
Number 31. Only cheaters prosper.
32. Anything is amphibious if you can get it back out of the water.
Number 33. If you're leaving tracks, you're being followed.
Number 34. If you're leaving scorch marks, you need a bigger gun.
Number 35. That which does not kill you has made a tactical error. Amendment. That which does not kill me has made a tactical error.
36. When the going gets tough, the tough call for close air support.
So it looks like you're about to contemplate a decision.
Yes. Let's do this and we will resume.
Yes.
So,
You the ones destroying shrines all over Velen?
What's that got to do with you?
What's it got to do with you?
We are the heralds of lightning. Heavy drops from leaden clouds. Unleashed, the lightning's name shall be Overman.
The locals claim the gods are unhappy. No fear of their wrath.
The wrath of the gods. The gods are dead. We but dispose of their rotting remains, the dying embers of superstition that harms.
Great. Need a favor, though. You gotta clean up after yourselves here. Then go back to wherever you came from. Dispose of those embers there.
Religion is the opiate of the masses. The gods are dead. Thus speaks Master Frederick.
this reads like a really bad Nine Inch Nails song.
Fear religion and the priests, not the gods. And this fear enslaves us in fetters of ignorance. We must forge a new morality, or rid ourselves of morality altogether.
Amusing as this little show is, I'm getting bored. Leave, and don't come back.
Oh, what?
Or I'll tell on you to the headmistress.
Repression! Attack the system's lackey!
Oh my god.
We're gonna punch some motherfuckers. Hands equals throne.
That's right. These hands are late stage capitalism. Take it.
All right. Now,
Okay, bringing us back to Rule 37.
37, yes.
There's no kill, or there's no overkill. There's only open fire, and I need to reload.
Rail 38.
Sorry, was distracted with stuff I'm doing. 38. Just because it's easy for you doesn't mean it can't be hard on your clients. Amended. What's easy for you can still be hard on your clients.
Number 39. There's a difference between spare parts and extra parts.
And I'm gonna have to stop now because I got into an actual match.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Four.
remember the girl that we saved way early on in the game with that potion?
Yeah.
Charming village, if you don't mind rotting corpses.
There'd have been one more if not for you. Lena, she survived, thanks to your potion.
Nice to see a Nilfgaardian soldier so concerned about the fate of some simple Nordling. Kind of surprising, too.
That night, when the Griffin attacked her.
Right.
She was on her way to meet me. In the woods, near the garrison.
Love knows no bounds.
Not so. Her parents told her that if they saw her with a Nilfgaardian, they would shave her head, cut out her tongue, and banish her from their home. Listen, Lena, she has not fully recovered. I took her with me when I was transferred. Thought she might get better. But no, she says nothing, recognizes no one, sleeps most of the day.
I warned Tamira. Witcher potions have powerful, usually permanent side effects. Can't do anything to help now. Maybe a mage could.
I don't know whether to thank you or curse you for not letting her die with dignity.
Trust me, choice I had to make was harder.
So that's why we went back to talk to Tomira, because that guy was gonna confront us.
Mm-hmm.
Heard of the Fryhead Brigade? Your guide.
So,
Is it true?
Non-humans.
Northern women bathe.
buy some shit.
Greeting.
Wouldn't mind a look at your stock.
I cannot see. What time is it?
It is, for me, 5:28, which is Mountain Time.
So 7:30 basically. Okay, that's fine.
I have come from far away. To seek my son. He served in the Nazari cavalry. I must find him. I simply must.
I'm not one of your soldiers.
This is good. Our army refused to help. Yet help is what I need. So much so, I will ask a rock troll if required.
Interesting train of thought, ma'am.
Wait a minute. We know one.
We do, but he guard boat.
His fiancée regularly. They would come in the post each week, and suddenly they stopped. This was unlike him. Something had happened. I knew.
His brothers in arms tell you anything?
Some will not speak at all. Others lie. This quartermaster, for instance, he told me Herodoberth, my son, left the camp to scout and did not return.
Why is that unlikely?
He serves in the light cavalry, Nazari Brigade. My son was no scout. I require someone's help to find Herodoberth, or his body. Coin is no object.
What's your son look like?
Unlike others, easily distinguished. In all Nilfgaard's army, I do not think there was another with his mane. The color of fire.
A red-haired Nilfgaardian?
His father hailed from Magturga. Folk have like complexions there. My son inherited this trait, and others, from his father. May I count on your help?
Sure.
Do my best to help you.
You will not regret it. There is nothing I would not do for Herodoberth. Remember this.
I'll ask around, see if I can learn something.
My servant strove to do the same. He drank with the soldiery in the mess, but met no one from my son's company. It is as if it has ceased to exist. You must speak to the quartermaster. He is dismissive of me, but he will be more candid with you. I can feel it. A mother feels these things.
Guess we'll see.
Okay. Alright, what was I gonna do? I was gonna do something. I don't remember what. No. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, those other ones. So, as we remember, Nilfgaard was invading, and this is their primary army camp right here.
Yeah. This is that one where there was that captain that you guys talked about actually being kind of respectable because, like, he only asked a bare amount of food from the natives, but then they sort of tried to cheat him, so he had the one whipped.
Nope, this is a completely different area. That guy was back in White Orchard. This is in.
That's right. Different part of the world
dude.
map.
So.
Bill pikes. It's like a halberd, but boxier.
Are you playing Attila?
I'm playing Rome 2 right now, but the gentlemen guarding the tent have Bill pikes.
Who are you? Why do you sniff around here?
Looking for work.
Wait. 2 swords, eyes like snakes. You are a witcher, is that so?
Geralt of Rivia.
I have not heard the name. But you will find work here, this I know.
So he sells crap, so let's look at that first. That's boring.
You look tired, Quartermaster. Been stationed here long?
Too long. But the day will come when the Emperor's banner will fly first over Novigrad, then over Tretogor, and we will all go home.
Ran into a woman, Nilfgaardian, who's looking for her son.
I knew this one was stubborn. I did not know she would hire a witcher.
Let's say a mother's tears moved me.
What if all Nilfgaard's mothers came to find their sons? Can you imagine?
Only met one, and promised to help her.
I'm to reveal our troop movements to some Nordling.
Now focus, and tell me everything you know.
Yes, I will. Red-haired whelp, Nazeri cavalry. A short time ago, he and several of his company sought to desert. I ordered them pursued. We caught some in the swamp not far from here. Others managed to flee.
The men you caught, what happened to them?
We hanged them. Wartime rules. But I cannot say the red-haired boy was among them.
You're a Nilfgaardian officer. Expected you to be more conscientious.
If I had reported that any had fled, I would have had to pursue them. I've neither the time nor the resources. So I wrote that all are dead. Unlikely any survived long in the swamp.
See if I can't find them.
Okay. So that's her.
Greetings, Quartermaster.
Honor and glory, Geralt. How can I help?
Found your notice.
Ah, yes. You witchers are said to be excellent trackers. If this is true, you may indeed be able to aid me. Some days ago, I sent a unit of scouts to the wood across the lake. None has returned. Find my men, bring them back to camp. I will pay you well, as it stands in the notice, and not a copper more, mind you. You must have order in the ledgers as well.
Local peasants don't exactly see you as liberators.
Say what you mean, Witcher.
Small unit, isolated area. Might have gone at your men with pitchforks.
A handful of yokels in ragged foot wrappings cut down a unit of Imperial scouts. What else? Perhaps a dragon ate them. A bleu yoke.
Why'd your men go to the woods? Any specific reason?
None. Patrol as the code ordains.
Fine, I'll look into it.
Begin your search across the lake, where we saw them cross. But good luck, Witcher.
Okay. Is Rome 2 the one where you can actually control the artillery?
Yes.
I know Persona 5 is going to take you ages, but once you're done, you should stream Rome 1. That would be awesome.
I am actually thinking of doing Total War stream on some Wednesdays. It wouldn't be every Wednesday, it'd be every other.
So, I actually looked at the schedule and I realized that I had put myself down on Fridays. Like, before your time. I don't know why I did that, but I should not have done that, so...
Well, yeah, because that's when Crispy is being crispy.
Yeah.
He is the
We should
crispiest
change
of
that.
cryptids. Will do.
We have in stock.
All right. You got anything good? Not really.
Yeah, I'm specifically playing Divide et Impera, which is like the super hyper realism mod.
So, are you an Europa Barbaronium dude then?
Like I played that in the past, yes.
I didn't.
I was
really,
more.
I didn't like that mod very much.
I was more of a Rome Total Realism dude.
I see.
Although probably the most played mod for me is Medieval 2's 1648 because I'm all about that 30 Years' War. Religious violence in Europe, please.
Yay! Was the 30 Years' War, was that the Spanish-Dutch War? Or was
that co-aligned with it. They were happening at the same time, and a lot of the same factional elements were involved. Technically different wars, but technically kind of the same war, but kind of not. In that weird way that European wars can be.
Technically yes, but technically no.
European wars are a tad strange on their own right.
Very.
They
Unless it's the
usually-
100 Years' War, which lasts a bit more than 100 years.
Yeah.
Deserters tried to flee on horseback. Were caught here, looks like.
But yeah, no, the 30 Years' War was the result of a contested election over who would be the next king of Bohemia. Traditionally, the king of Bohemia would be a Habsburg, and usually the Holy Roman Emperor. However, Bohemia, having turned Protestant, well, they were a fan of the previous Habsburg, Rudolf. The current one that was about to come in, Ferdinand, was renowned for his anti-Protestant sentiments, and so they were afraid that their rights as to practice worship as they saw fit would be revoked. So then Bohemia rebelled, declared a Protestant their king. That Protestant was the lord of another duchy, and then suddenly, you know, what had been about 50 years of barely held-in tensions between Protestants and Catholics just kind of erupted through Germany.
Was this the one where Gustav of Sweden got involved?
Yeah, he would get involved after about the 12-year mark.
Okay.
At that point, they were... Pistol says something about volume.
What?
Let me see. Checking. Oh, it sounds like we have it resolved now. He must have asked that a while back.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, then at the same time, the Spaniards, who were also ruled by the Habsburgs, were still working on suppressing Holland, or the Netherlands in general, which were a predominantly Protestant country.
Yes, I remember that they were screwing around with Holland for quite a long time, and then I don't remember the exact timing of it, but I remember Louis the 13th really didn't get too involved. But where the hell is she? Oh, there she is. But Louis the 14th did get involved at some point.
Mm-hmm. And so then you end up with a what's the word I'm looking for? Meanwhile, Poland, Sweden, and Russia, which are all ruled by the Vasa family. Well, not the Vasa family, but the family from which the Vasas would come. I can't remember their proper name.
Your son is dead.
How did it happen?
He deserted, was caught, and hanged.
Lies.
Found him hanging next to others. Notice posted on the tree was clear.
I do not believe you. My son was no coward.
Believe what you will. Found a letter on him, addressed to you.
Mother, this may well be the last time I write. In all my letters I have lied. Forgive me. I am no hero. Take no pleasure in killing Nordlings.
Also, is Rail still
This
around?
is a nightmare. I have borne it until now.
I think he's in the middle of a match on something.
Yep, Rail is here but distracted. Rail managed to not be paying attention and get himself into a match with the finals because I got access to the beta for that.
Yay!
Darling child.
And I am attempting to kick ass and take names.
Found him for me. Your payment. Take it.
But yeah, so then at the same time, Poland would find itself embroiled in a war with Sweden because a branch of the family decided not to keep up with the family, and so Poland lost what nominal control it had on Sweden. And at the same time, the same family started to lose control of Russia because another branch did the thing. And so you now have a Baltic War going on. Meanwhile, Sweden starts getting uppity, and Denmark is like, "The fuck, bro? We're in charge here." And Sweden's like, "Yeah, no."
Then you have Gustavus Adolphus,
The essentially father of modern warfare, or grandfather, depending on how you read it. And then let's see what follows that. After that, you have, and the Italian wars are still going on at the time, so all of that with, the Catholic stuff, then the 30 Years' War goes crazy, and the only thing most people know of the 30 Years' War is that it's when the Three Musketeers take place.
It's right at the end of Louis XIII's reign is when that takes place.
Nilfgaardians camped.
But namely, the big other figure that comes out of it is the French leader, Cardinal Richelieu, who makes the strange decision to remain staunchly Catholic, and persecute Protestants in his lands, but side with the Protestants in the Holy Roman Empire, so as to reduce the power of the Habsburgs. This then prompts the Spanish-French War, in which the Bourbons replaced the Habsburgs as the kings of Spain.
So I just literally last second while getting shot in the ass won the game for my team for my first game because I had the balls to push someone off the objective and then go for it.
Good job.
I feel pretty.
Oh, so pretty.
Right, and now we will disconnect from that because I didn't actually mean to join a match. But I also didn't want to be that jerk who disconnects from a match after accidentally joining and poof. Fun game though, fun game. We should get people to play it sometime.
Which game are you playing? Final, you said?
Yeah, the Finals. So the Finals, it's a first-person shooter game by the guys, by some of the people who worked on old Battlefield games. So it's got an obscene amount of destruction. Like there's, the goal is that you have to take the, what's the words I'm looking for? You take a vault that you pick up in its little box that's full of money. You take that to a cash out point. And then you have to guard that until it cashes out. And because people can steal your cash out point, which is what I did to win that game just now, is I managed to push them off long enough for me to steal it.
Excellent.
And it's 3 versus 3 versus 3, so it's 3 teams of 3. I think it can go up to 4, but at least the basic game mode is 3 teams of 3. It is Oh god, the distraction is so intense that you can, if there's an objective that's sitting up onto the top floor of a building and you've got C4, you can throw it on the floor underneath it, pop the C4, and drop the objective down.
Excellent.
Yeah, basically the whole map except for the base ground level and a few certain larger things is destructible.
Awesome.
And you've also got things like goo grenades and foam guns and such. And everything is unlimited ammo. It's just things like gear has a recharge timer. So you have your 2 grenades, and then you have to wait for your grenades to recharge. Because the theme of the game is that it's like a Ready Player One sort of thing almost. It's this virtual reality game show, Bloodsport.
These strangely contorted. This one was poisoned.
And so, like, when people die, they dissolve into coins and this, like, classic board game piece that you can pick up and move before reviving your teammate. There's also lots of stuff that can be picked up and yeeted at things. It's
Giving me no choice.
honestly very fun. From what I've heard, it's going to be free to play. If you are interested, you can just get on Steam and request beta access. You'll get it eventually. I just got it like 2 days ago, and I requested it like a month ago and promptly forgot about it.
Rigor mortis suggests poison. Hang on. Liver's
I don't
gone.
know what the
Chew
time frame is. I know they just launched a second beta, and that might be why they're like suddenly letting people in. It's very fun. Gunplay is relatively solid so far. It's very arcadey gunplay, but it's meant to be.
Ghoul's nest.
So that is something I will probably be playing much more of in the coming
No
weeks.
uniform, no boots.
Join
Clearly not
me!
enough Guardian soldier. Someone from the village nearby.
Possibly.
So basically, and by the way, Rail, I halfway apologize. I was not paying attention to any of that. I was watching the game.
No, you're fine. You're playing your game.
So, the upshot of this mission was a bunch of MILF guards took a bunch of prisoners over here to kill them. And they in turn got eaten by a dragon. So, his whole,
Not a
well, they get
dragon.
eaten by a dragon? Well, it's a draconid.
It was a wyvern. There is a difference.
It's a draconid. That is a type.
Id, ego, super ego. If it's a dragon ego, you're in real trouble.
I mean, there really aren't any real dragons in this game.
Actually, that's a good question. Where are the dragons in Witcher? To Google!
Oh, I take that back. There are dragons, just not really in this game.
Greetings, Quartermaster.
Honor and glory, Geralt. How can I help?
Found your soldiers, meaning their bodies.
So, dragons are in existence within the world. There are also sea serpents, which also count as dragons.
Discovered something else.
Though only black, green, red, and white dragons are true dragons.
Prisoners out there. Executed them.
War is like this.
Everything else is mythical or nearly extinct. Draconids are not dragons, they are close relatives, but they are distinct species.
So,
Ha ha!
so do we
So
want him to
no-
pay us, or do we not want anything because he basically sent a death squad over there to kill prisoners?
Well, go with number 3 for now. Sooner or later, someone will find out.
Those men haven't been forgotten. Someone will come asking about them.
In Nilfgaard, any soldier who is taken prisoner is as if dead.
Those prisoners were from Redania.
Soon to be an imperial province. Before Seorin, I wager, the great sun will fly upon banners above Redania's capital.
I say take the money.
Pay up, Nilfgaardian.
Nothing you can do about it, but you can take his funds.
Nor I you. You have earned this coin. Take it and leave me.
Yep.
Also, apparently, other than cats, dragons are the only other creature in the Witcher world able to absorb magical energy.
Okay. Well, there's villain Threcken Thremenden, and then there's Sacenthesis, who is his daughter. Those are the only two dragons that I know of.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go do some.
Kind of excited for my next game because for my next D&D game because my players are gonna find out about the dragon Baramolxis.
Oh boy! Spoilers in case any of them are watching.
They don't watch Twitch. No. One of them does,
Cool.
but he won't remember until it happens.
You going north, master?
He is now watching and rapidly messaging someone who will remember.
Chances are he'll see this on the YouTube rather than on the Twitch.
And by then it will be too late.
Yes. Since our YouTube videos come out about 2 weeks after their Twitch release.
Is that on purpose?
Yes.
Okay.
To create backlog.
My eyes open.
I see.
Also, that's around... Isn't that around the time that it would come off of Twitch anyways, so it's good to move the VODs there?
Yeah. I mean, among other reasons, but yes.
Anywho, now that I'm not distracted trying not to get shot, what maxim were we on?
Number 40, and I believe it was your turn.
Yep. Number 40, not all good news is enemy action.
Number 41, do you have a backup? Means I can't fix this.
42, they'll never expect this. They'll never expect this means I want to try something stupid.
Number 43, if it's stupid and it works, it's still stupid and you're lucky.
That one's good for life.
Yes.
I cannot stand that if it's stupid and it works, it ain't stupid. I have driven a car that the previous owner fixed with wood screws and rubber bands. It's still stupid.
Yes.
You were on number 44, I believe, Mr. Rail.
44. If it will blow a hole in the ground, it will double as an entrenching tool.
I believe we have someone to talk to, yeah.
No, go ahead. Let's finish these up.
Okay. Well,
we're in the 40s out of 77.
77, so...
Oh,
no, just 70.
I thought there was 50. Okay, never mind. All right, let's talk to this guy.
Yeah, we're doing these. This is an in-betweener.
Not personal, like, though I've seen ye many times. I've a gift. I see the future. Yours as well.
I can see the future!
Not for free, I guess.
I'm on fire!
Much, if you've a bite to eat.
Gohan's the strongest in the universe, but still doesn't do crap!
Fine offering. Well worth a foretelling.
Alright, let's hear it.
Spoilers for Tears of the Kingdom. Link loses virginity.
Ugh.
Sings a hymn of madness and
That's not confirmed canon.
that which is not dead.
I was joking. I don't know what you're talking about.
We know they're living together.
Not the future.
And there is only one bed in that house.
You probably heard about it in some ballad.
My third eye grows
Spoilers,
foggy the
Link
older
does
I
not
become.
sleep.
But if you bought me some
He is ever
dragon fruit,
vigilant.
Rare plant.
Rare indeed, but it did once grow in a cave southeast of here.
Okay.
Fine. I'll see what I can do.
Alright, so we got to get a route for this Yahoo, and then we got to get a card from him.
Oh, boy.
45. The size of the combat bonus is inversely proportional to the likelihood of surviving to collect it.
46. Don't try to save money by conserving ammunition.
Number 47. Don't expect the enemy to cooperate in the creation of your dream engagement.
48. If it ain't broke, it hasn't been issued to the infantry.
49. Every client is one missed payment away from becoming a target, and every target is one bribe away from becoming a client.
50. If it only works in exactly the way the manufacturer intended, it is defective.
Okay.
51. Let them see you sharpen the sword before you fall on it.
52. The army you've got is never the army you want.
53. The intel you've got is never the intel you want.
54. It's only too many troops if you can't pay them.
55. It's only too many weapons if they're pointing in the wrong direction.
56. Infantry exists to paint targets for people with real guns.
Dragon's Root.
57. Artillery exists to launch large chunks of budget at an enemy it cannot actually see.
This is true.
58. The pen is mightiest when it writes orders for more swords.
59. 2 wrongs is probably not going to be enough.
60. Any weapon's rate of fire is inversely proportional to the number of available targets.
61. Don't bring big grenades into small rooms.
62. Anything labeled this end toward enemy is dangerous at both ends.
63. The brass knows how to do it by knowing who can do it.
Which, by the way, is the single best advice for how to be an effective leader. Don't think that you know how to do everything better than everybody else. Your skill set is convincing people who know better than you to do it for you.
You're correct.
Yeah.
Alright. Been having these visions long.
Since I were a tyke. Me mother took me to the village witch once. I falls into a cauldron full of some magic brew.
Seriously?
If I'm to tell it serious, 'twere as a youth that I got hit in the back of me head with a rock. Started seeing more than others.
Got what you asked for.
Thank ye. Now I need a moment.
He goes in. He does a couple lines.
I was gonna tell the future.
I see a wolf striving forward towards a solitary tower midst a blizzard. He follows the swallow, yet the swallow does not heed the wolf's howls, soaring higher and higher, for it knows 'tis its last flight. As do others say, so shall it be. Look for the signs. The world will perish amidst ice and be reborn with the new sun. Reborn of the elder blood, of Hen-Iker, of a planted seed.
Iflene's prophecy.
Leave me be. Go. Go now.
Okay, we'll walk away and we'll just kind of pause right here for a second, then we'll save.
An ounce of sniper is worth a pound of suppressing fire.
Oh, that one was mine.
I wanted to ask you.
Oh, sorry.
We're gonna play some Gwent, so y'all can keep going.
65. After the toss, be the one with the pin, not the one with the grenade.
Let's lay him out.
66. Necessity is the mother of deception.
67. If you can't carry cash, carry a weapon.
68. Negotiating from a position of strength does not mean you shouldn't also negotiate from a position near the exits.
69. Sometimes rank is a function of firepower.
And 70, which I believe to be the best advice in this entire thing, failure is not an option, it's mandatory. The option is whether or not you are to let failure be the last thing you do.
Yep. So this is all from a comic series called Schlock Mercenary. It's a webcomic written and drawn by Howard Taylor, who has written mostly just Sherlock Mercenary, it looks like. But they're good enough to actually get published, so.
Yeah.
And from what I've read on their wiki, it is actually rather good. But now we need to make our own thing of little snippets like this.
Yep. It's kind of reminiscent of like things that Mr. Catch is no longer allowed to do in D&D, or the things Dr. Bright is no longer allowed to do at the Foundation.
So things to expect when you watch the abs. Number 1, the question is not when Rail will make a terrible joke. Sorry, it's not if Rail will make a terrible joke, it's when. Speaking of which, dad joke calendar. What do you call a rock star with a sunburn?
What?
Pink Floyd.
He's right.
And yesterday's, because I didn't actually read it. In the summer, my dog likes to sit in the shade. I guess he doesn't want to be a hot dog.
It sounds like Rem.
Remy does not care for the heat because he is a fluffy boy.
Also cool boy.
So during the summer, he gets early morning and late evening walks.
And I qualify this with some of these are not completely original, but they were applicable to the party for the D&D game, well, the space opera game that I run. Mr. the Lamenter, you do not possess infallible gaydar. It is clearly not infallible. Mr. Nakarazon, we will not be adding the tagline to our company logo. That orphanage was just the beginning.
I don't know if I got enough for this.
Dr. Jace, please refrain from playing Hippocratic Oath Chicken with Dr. Leola.
Oh, barely.
So is the Soothsayer's lot. I know where to find the finest slippery jacks this fall, but how to play and not lose, that I'll never know. A beautiful win. Take this card, you deserve it.
Know of any others who play Gwent?
You've but one opponent worth your while in Velen, in the village of Midcops. They calls him Haddy. He's a tyke, barely a handful of summers to him, but don't let that fool ye.
Geralt plays card games with children.
Yes.
The next chapter of this story.
Alright. Oh, this one would be a good one. I think we'll probably... What else do we got?
Right. The thread has been made for the things to expect when watching abs.
Uh-oh. We're about to be outed.
Oh no, I just made a thread in our Discord so that we can make the list, and then we can randomly bring it up during streams.
People will know our dark secrets.
The quotations shall be numerous.
It's funny you think I bother keeping dark secrets. It's way more better to weaponize that shit. Time to weaponize my damage.
Emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
Thank you.
I will send you to Jesus.
I will be right back. I need some more buttered noodles.
Yay! Happy noodle noises intensify.
Breath. Alright. We will go do this last thing, and then I'm going to stick a fork in it for tonight. And I say this last thing, but this will take us a little bit. All right, so this was the old woman's home. She wanted us to go in here and figure out what's going on.
Must be the manor the old
Yeah.
woman mentioned.
I have obtained nudes.
Bruh. You gonna share these nudes?
No, they're all mine.
Single sign of monsters. Locals are either imagining things or someone's scamming us to worry about.
So, no monsters, but many trap.
Never known a monster to set a trap.
Much danger.
Someone's here. Problem solved. Traps everywhere. Gotta be careful. One less to worry about.
Oops.
Booby trap. Whoever set it knew what they
Oh,
were
come on. I got my thing on. There we go.
Gordon. Oh no, Gordon has activated a Yeet Thine Self.
One less to worry about.
Alright, hold on to that.
How rude.
How?
On that note, how are you today, Gordon?
Journal. Little wear and tear. Someone's journal.
Gordon, I hope you have the rest of your dad too, and not just his ribs.
What? What? Or to quote Gordon, what?
What?
I can't go as high as him. Oh, like ribs, like rib meat, prime rib.
That
Yum
sounds
ribs.
delicious.
Ooh, and asparagus. I do like asparagus, especially when it's well buttered.
I don't know, I feel like one Auguste is enough Augustus. Give him a moment, he'll figure it out.
Yeah, I know.
Tripwire.
And then there's the one vegetable that made us all who we are now, which is asparagus.
The spurg. The spurg is strong.
Sort of attic. Gotta get up there somehow. One less to worry about. Might be just
On a note, that might be one of the most unfortunately named mental conditions.
Oh yeah.
Let's see what's up there.
Like when I first heard it, I was of the mind like that can't be an intentional thing. Like that has to be very unfortunate, and I won't make fun of it.
Didn't expect to
Mm-hmm.
see you.
But God,
I
if they
just
didn't
want
make
to-
that hard.
I just want to know, for all the people who may be watching horror, who may watch this in the future, for those of you with Asperger's, I feel your pain. I understand, and I am sorry.
Man.
This got real.
Yeah. So, did you guys see who Geralt found?
No, I did not.
Them? You know I work alone. Question is, what are
Oh,
you
it's
doing
Letha.
here?
Yep.
Waiting for them.
The quote-unquote Assassin of Kings from Witcher 2, Assassin of Kings.
He's the one who killed Foltest in Witcher
Took a
2.
job from an old woman. Supposed to get rid of the monsters here.
Did that already. Count on you remembering that when you collect your pay.
The death of Foltest basically nuked any chance for unity amongst the kings in the north.
Emperor just
And,
decided to get rid of me.
yeah, he was hired by Nilfgaard to do it.
Yep.
I've run into loads of
And now he has become a disposable asset.
Now
Yep.
I understand all the traps.
gotten real careful.
For good reason. look a bit like lost travelers.
They're not. Means Lewis sold me out.
Lewis?
Old friend, kinda. Did a few jobs together once, a while past. Lewis recommended this place to me.
So maybe those men down below wound up here by accident.
Eat my own boot before I believe that. Gotta get rid of them. Coming?
Sure.
Either way. We got a plan of attack?
Yeah. Improvise.
Improvise, adapt, overcome.
Leroy!
Jimmy Jones!
Horse kick?
It wouldn't be Leroy in this case, it would be Letho!
Gullet!
Jenkins!
Goddamn fools.
Shoddily armed for assassins.
They're just scats. Came to see if Lewis was telling the truth. Rest must be waiting nearby.
And your old pal probably knows where.
He was the only one knew I'd be here. Must have told them. Think me and him are due for a little chat.
Could be interesting. Love to see it.
Come along. Sight of two witches should loosen his tongue that much quicker.
Is he also
Stay
Wolf
close
School,
to
or
me.
was he a different?
It's one of those places.
He's Viper.
He's the one who's Viper School that we were talking about earlier.
Right. Okay. So cats are kind of berserkers, vipers, I assume, as their name implies, do poison and shit.
Best friends.
You know how it is in this trade.
Sort
Wait
of.
for someone in the evening, check
Wolf
in
are
in the morning.
trackers, essentially.
Before fault has
Yeah.
kissed this world.
Most Witchers are relatively the same. It's mostly a change in forms and sometimes in attitude. In this case, cats. The School of the Cat is known for having kind of a wild card attitude amongst all the different Witcher groups. And if I remember correctly, the School of the Viper was almost completely wiped out. I don't remember if it's due to what Letho did or due to stuff before that caused him to be willing to become the quote-unquote Assassin of Kings.
I was stupid.
Okay.
Stupidity can cost you, but betrayal costs even more.
So this was one of the decisions that we made when we were getting shaved before we met the Emperor of Nilfgaard, was to let him go. Because it opened up this whole side quest, which also, once we complete this, you will see why I did it this way.
Yeah. And not letting him go just means this quest doesn't appear. There's no alternative quest you get for letting him go.
Correct.
Faster.
Greetings. Good to see you, alive and well.
Oh, yeah?
Course. We're old mates, ain't we? Who's your friend?
Geralt of Rivia, Witcher.
Another one? What's this? Prime contract available in the area? Sit down. Care for a drink?
I don't drink with traitors and rats.
Whoa, let's be civil now. Remember, you're on my turf.
Arno Vestas men showed up at the manor. You were the only one knew I was there.
They'll be nipping at your heels for a while. Said so yourself. Perhaps they finally caught a whiff.
With your help.
You've not been here 5
Yes, let's get in a
minutes
dick
and already
measuring
defended me
contest with the group of people who
No
doesn't have to worry about getting their partners pregnant. Excellent plan.
Make an exception for you. Come for you.
You know what? Now I'm curious. I wonder if Witchers can get STDs. They are supposed to be resistant to most diseases and such. And then the other important is if they can't
Lie
get them,
still
can
or
they
you'll
still
bleed to
transmit
death.
them?
Be
Tell me
carriers
where
without
Vester's
being.
men are. I'll give you something to staunch the
Yeah,
bleeding.
being asymptomatic because their Witcher biology is just being like, haha, that's adorable. No.
I'm curious. How much does the life of an old maid get you these days?
Things been shy of late. And we fell afoul of the Black Ones. Vesta showed up one day, offered half of the bounty on your head, and a letter of absolution from the Emperor. You gotta understand, you don't say no to an offer like that.
I understand.
Hey, my medicine!
Gotta understand, Lewis. You don't betray men like me. Time to see Vester.
Going with you.
Damn you!
Whoopsie
What have we
doodles.
learned today, is kids?
Don't betray super soldiers.
Go.
Step 1, don't underestimate the super soldiers. Step 2, don't betray them in any way, shape, or form that can eventually get back to you.
But he's hunted and killed everywhere from the far south to the Dragon Mountains.
Why have I never heard of him?
Goon goes by different names. Brandon Vilf, Apple Saxon, Manfred Wimplebottoms.
Manfred Wimplebottoms? Good name for a clown.
Once he's done in, sure worth laughing. Preferred method, rip the teeth out
Wimplebottoms.
one by one, then cut the mouth open. Keep your eyes open.
Think they're really here?
Don't know. But like I said, I've grown real careful.
Oh, I remember how this quest ends.
Yeah.
I had to save and redo this one.
Yep. Come on. And yes, I had to do the same as well.
This is one of the very few states where I'd say don't give Storm the choice on which option to do.
Nope.
And take the obvious better option.
Yep, especially since I'm generally agreed with the policy of kind of playing the Paragon hero.
This one's not really a Paragon one.
Nope,
And
just
arguably
watch.
What you might... Yeah, just watch. You'll see.
What's in the barn?
Hey!
Got company? Run and find your parents. Tell them to grab whatever's valuable, take you and flee. Got it? Good. Give this to your mother. Now run.
What was that?
Compensation. Stay here and don't interfere, no matter what happens. Plug your ears.
So remember what he said, no matter what happens.
What the blazes?
A bolt of lightning or something?
Shut up, all of you. Letho of Gullet. Good to see you, alive and well.
Funny. Second time today I've heard that lie.
It is no lie. You will certainly fetch a higher bounty alive.
Really? How much?
Enough to buy me an estate in Kovir, where I will lie about eating fruit till the end of my days.
Not bad. Not every man gets to know the price on his head.
Most men would prefer not to have one. But why have you come? To make my life easier?
We were passing by. Decided it was time to finally meet the famous Arno Vester in person.
I am flattered. Shame we'll not get to know one another better.
Why? Going somewhere?
No.
Simply because I will kill you in a moment.
Wanna kill me, but you don't even know me. Not nice. Think I have to punish you for that. But I won't kill you. I'll just cut off your hands. Cut off all your hands. One man after the other. Till the end of your days, those stumps will remind you of the mistake you made.
Bloody hell. You fucking dimwit. I hadn't time to exchange 2 words with the man. He provoked me! We have no quarrel with you, but one false move and...
And what?
You will end like him. What say you to that?
So he said, don't interfere.
You go your way, I'll go mine.
Wise choice. Take his head, and we leave this god's-forsaken place.
You're not taking anything. Need proof? Take his medallion.
We will take his head. You are 1, we are 3.
Mm-hmm. But in the time it took me to run up, Letho dropped 6 of yours with a bolt in his chest. How long will it take me to kill you? What do you think?
Then, take the medallion. The head could rot before we arrived at our destination. Saddle the horses. We ride!
Sometime later.
Zanguibarian venom. Something's fishy.
You still here?
They'd have cut your head off if I hadn't been here.
So you proved useful after all.
Could have told me.
No fun in that.
You alright? You're conscious, but the Zanguibarian venom could still kill you. Got the antidote?
Saddlebag. Take it in a minute. Couple of days I'll be like new.
What was it for, that whole farce?
Told you. I'd been on the run since Loch Muin. Loads of pursuers. Got ambushed once, almost died. So I decided it was time to end it. Once and for all. Found Vestor's gang and paid off his arbalist. You just witnessed the rest of the story.
What about Lewis? Was he part of this plan?
Nah, a minor complication. Though his betrayal, it did get me thinking. But I had to risk it. Gotta say it's paid off. Letho of Gullet's dead as a doornail. Word of that'll spread like wildfire far and wide. All I gotta do now is disappear.
There we go.
You could wait things out at Kaer Morhen.
God, every character in this is written like a straight up, what do you call it? Film noir.
No thanks. Could end badly.
Tell them I sent you. They'll understand. Give
I
you
wouldn't say
space.
every character, but a lot of characters. That's fair.
Why not? Got some loose ends to tie up. Then I'll head there.
Help you somehow? Need anything?
No thanks. I'll be fine.
So, see you at Kaer Morhen.
See you, Wolf.
You will see why we did all this much later on.
It's always good to recruit friendaloons.
Yes, hi diddly ho, friendaloons.
So the whole thing actually has two sources. Hi Diddly Ho is from watching too many Super Butter Buns videos.
Yeah.
And
I do
then
love Super Butter Buns.
Yeah, no. Like, part of me is like, oh, I feel a little bad for taking her grading, but then I'm like, well, I do customize it with the friendaloons part, so.
So this was the cat dude murderer's sword. At the time, it's quite a good sword, but I've got something that's far better. So anyway,
Or power leveled. Woo!
yes, I've spent much time doing the power level.
But the friendaloon part is from Gother.
Isn't it Flanders?
I specifically got it from Seven Deadly Sins Abridged. They might have gotten that from Flanders. Pro tip: Rail has not watched Simpsons. Like beyond one or two episodes here or there throughout my entire life, I've never really watched Simpsons.
Oh God, I haven't watched Simpsons since I was in high school.
It was just never on a time I was watching TV, or if it was, my parents were watching something else. Watched way more soap operas. One Life to Live, specifically, if I remember correctly. And I'll be honest, everybody, if you like wrestling stories, you'll probably like soap operas because they're very similar.
Oh yeah, wrestling is literally soap operas for over-adrenaline teenagers.
Yeah, my mom was a big soap opera fan, so when you're a kid and you want to watch something and the mother has control of the remote, you watch what you get. And mine was soap operas.
Yeah. All right, I believe we are going to stick a fork in it for the evening, friendaloons.
How is your eye doing?
It's better. It's kind of...
But I'm guessing still not great.
I mean, the thing is, I can see out of it, but it's like... It's not like I can't see blurry, but it's like blurry. And
It's hard to focus, and I'm assuming it starts hurting after a while of use.
Yeah, that, and the real thing is light sensitivity. It's not as bad as it was, but good God. When I try to go out in the sunshine, it's like, I'm melting.
Welcome to my life. I'm not even kidding. I have the big honking over the glasses sunglasses that I have to wear outside, because if I don't wear them, I will have a migraine in 5 minutes from being in direct sunlight.
Cursed be the day star!
My precious.
Hi, everybody!
All right, friendaloons. I believe we are going to stick a fork in it for the evening.
Yep.
So many dark things happens, and Geralt was trying to be as good of a bro as he could.
Yep.
So
it's interesting that we did both of those quests together, especially on the heels of the last episode. So like, it's been up to this point. We see Geralt and his mentor, so we have an idea of what they're like. But then seeing 3 other Witchers, 2 from different schools and 1 from a different time.
Indeed.
Yeah, some Witchers are just... I mean...
They're people.
Witchers are people, too.
They are people, and it's the standard thing. If you're ostracized by society that much, you can kind of become, a little slightly embittered, let's say.
I'd also argue it does take a certain category of personality types in order to survive what Witchers survive.
I did look up the ratio is 3 out of every 10 boys survive to become Witchers. So 30% survival rate.
That's less bad than we thought. I could have sworn I read it was in the way lower.
I thought it
Well,
was too, but it's 3
You're
and
probably
10.
also mixing it up with what do you call it? Space Marine numbers.
But as a note, in about 28 minutes, we do have Dragon Axe coming on with Blood Bowl 2. I can see him down in our side channel prepping. So
Yeah.
that should be on time. Good to go.
Rail, would you mind adjusting the title for him?
Can do.
Danke. I'm gonna go get to work on porting the videos for the time being over.
And I am going to go to the grocery store, and I believe I'm supposed to pick up Chips Ahoy and the vanilla Oreos.
Alrighty. I'll leave you gents to it.
All right.
Bye.
We are killing the stream. Say bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye, everybody. Have a beautiful time.
Toodles.